Let's go through the complete summary of Chapter 11 and 14 of One Piece. After the intro. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and before the content of this video, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss anything, and let's get to the video. Now yes, we have the complete summary of the chapter. This chapter will have 15 pages. The title of Chapter 114, The Wings of Icarus. Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 4. Please come to the Enma Shrine in Hakamal and offer the sword in the place of the deceased Yasule. Kinemon entrusts Yasui's sword to Yamato and asks him to bring it back to the Enma Shrine. We can see a map with the route that Yamato will follow throughout all of Wano Kuni. The chapter begins where the last one ended. We can see reactions to Vegapunk's words all over the world. In Marineford, some Marines are in panic. Hina is one of the Marines we can see. We also see Akainu with a serious expression. Cut to Jaya, we see some pirates laughing at Vegapunk's words. It seems like a reference to the scene where they laughed at Luffy. Cut to Water 7, Paulie is looking worried at the city. Cut to Doflamingo, he's talking to Magellan at Impel Down. Doflamingo says, "With just a 5-meter rise in sea level, most of the world's major cities will disappear. Shall we all move to a higher place then?" Cut to the Ryugu Palace in Gyojin Island. Shirahoshi asks her father what's about to happen. Neptune just says it's unbelievable. Cut to the Marines' reaction on Egghead Island. Many of them don't believe what Vegapunk said. The 5 elders decide to destroy all signs of life on the island, first to stop Vegapunk's message no matter what. But Vegapunk's message continues. Vegapunk says, "I will prove it by making one prediction. If this prediction turns out to be wrong, everyone can just ignore the rest of my speech." Then Vegapunk correctly predicts the earthquake and the rise in sea level by 1 meter that occurred a few hours earlier. Vegapunk concludes that this is not just a natural disaster. We see reactions from Smoothie and Montdor. Smoothie says, "He's talking about the earthquake that happened earlier today. But isn't Vegapunk dead?" Then we can see an island flooded by water, with people climbing on top of houses, and other people trying to escape in boats. We also see Tanjit in Long Ring Longland, or Kuzan covered in bandages in Hachinosu. They don't say anything. We don't see anything about Sanji and Bonnie's group in this chapter. Is shouting for them to hurry. Not Zoro and Jinbei either, but Brook. Nami's group fights Saturn while Chopper protects Robin with Guard Point. Nami shoots a lightning bolt at Saturn's face. Lilith shoots him with her guns. Saturn sends them flying, but Robin creates a spiderweb with her arms to stop her nakamas. Saturn says to the other 5 elders that he will take care of all Den Den Mushi in the Mother Flame room. Then he runs past the Straw Hat crew into the laboratory and turns back into his human form. In an epic double spread, the Mother Flame is revealed. It is a small flame burning inside a massive water tank. The flame is burning inside the water. We can see S108 and Ayan Mu texts written on the water tank. Saturn is destroying all Den Den Mushi in the room with his staff while Vegapunk's message continues. Saturn says it's not this one. The 5 elders tell him, "Destroy them all." Vegapunk says, "My first sin is that with the pure intention to provide eternal energy to the world, I flew too close to the sun." Then we see an ancient giant robot walking somewhere. The Marines are shooting at it, but the attacks don't affect it. Luffy, Dory, and Brogy are running from Warcury. Luffy is using Gear 5 again, while Vegapunk's message continues. Vegapunk says, "To understand what is about to happen in our world, we must first talk about what happened during 900 and 800 years ago in the Void Century." Cut to Mary Geoace. We see Imu's shadow with no reaction, only 2. We also see some reactions from the Tenryubito. Saint Shalria is confused since she has never heard of the Void Century before. Cut to Jaguar D. Saul. We can see him laughing and lying down in a forest while listening to Vegapunk's message. Saul gives his known laugh. In Orange Town, we can see that Boodle and Shushu are with their great-granddaughter. We can also see Marguerite and other members of the Kuja tribe in Amazon Lily, while Vegapunk's message continues. Vegapunk says, I have studied the books and poneglyphs left by a group of great archaeologists and continue their research despite the government forbidding it. This is my second sin. However, I have no regret about what I have done. Cut to Edison. He's severely damaged after going through the Frontier Dome. Edison is using the control room below to change the shape of the cloud, extending the Thousand Sunny towards the sea. Usopp cheers up when he sees what's happening. Edison says, "Don't let the world government catch you, Straw Hat." Vegapunk continues talking about the Void Century. Vegapunk says, "History is a tale. I only know an incomplete story of what happened in those 100 years, and I won't fill in the gaps with my imagination. So from now on, I will only talk about the truth I can confirm." In the final double spread of the chapter, Luffy in Gear 5 attacks Warcury again, hitting Warcury's snout with a giant punch. Vegapunk's speech mixes with Luffy's attack. Broggy says, "Stop that, Straw Hat! It won't work." Luffy says, "This time it will work." Vegapunk says, "The protagonist of this tale is a man born 900 years ago, in a certain kingdom with advanced civilization. He can fight with a stretchy body just like the legendary sun god, Nika of Elbaf." Luffy's attack still doesn't work against Warcury, but Dory and Broggy can't help but laugh at Luffy's reaction. Luffy screams in pain. Broggy says, "Stop making us laugh." The chapter ends with Luffy crying in pain with a funny face while Vegapunk reveals the name of that man born 900 years ago. Vegapunk says, "The name of that man is Joy Boy, the first man on this sea who was called a pirate." End of the chapter. Break next week. And that was the complete summary. If you liked the video, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell. Until next time, and thanks.